All right. Good morning, boys and girls. I'm sorry that I am out of town, or not out of town. I'm sorry that I am at a training today. I cannot be with you to review for your math test. So I'm going to go ahead and work through this math review with you. Make sure that you have your paper ready. Make sure that you have a pencil ready. We're going to go ahead and get started. This is a message to the substitute. If at any time the kids need more time to copy something down from my review, please just go ahead and pause this video. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So number one, Miss Drake plants 3 rows of 6 carrots in her garden. A, draw an array that represents Miss Drake's carrots. Use an X to show each carrot. So they're telling us that we need to use an X to show each carrot. So she has 3 rows of 6 carrots. Okay, so let's go ahead and do 3 rows. 1, 2, 3 rows of carrots. And there's 6 in each. So I have 3 rows of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 rows of 6 carrots. They told us to use X's. Okay, 3 rows of 6 carrots. Awesome. Go ahead and pause. Make sure that you're copying that down. 3 rows of 6. Okay, letter B, it says, Miss Drake adds 2 more rows of carrots to her garden. This time, use circles to show her carrots on the array in part A. So I need to draw my part B up on part A, and I'm adding 2 more rows, but they want us to use circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I added 2 rows of 6. Now it says fill in the blanks below to show how she added the 5 rows. How did she add the 5 rows? First, she made how many 6s? She made 1, 2, 3 rows of 6. Those were her X's. Then she added 1 row, 2 rows of 6. How many rows of 6 does she have altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6s. So 3 6s, those are your X's, plus 2 6s, those were your circles, has 5 total 6s. It says write a sentence to explain your thinking. What kind of sentence could I write here? Well, I'm going to say, first, I made 3 rows of 6. Next, I added 2 rows of 6. Now I have 5 rows of 6. So first I made my 3 rows of 6, then I added 2 more rows of 6. Now I have 5 rows of 6. Take a minute to copy that down. Letter C, find the total number of carrots that Miss Drake planted. Well, I can do this 2 ways. So I'm going to show you the 2 ways. Okay, on one way, I could do 3 6s plus 2 6s, or I could take my total amount of 6s and do 5 times 6. So let's do it this way first. 3 times 6 is 18. And 2 times 6 is 12. Now we need to add those 2 numbers together. You can add across, or you can stack and add. Start in your ones place. 8 plus 2 is 10. Drop that 0. Carry your 1. You have 30. Or you can do it the other way and do just strictly 5 times 6. You could use your posters for help. You could skip count by 5 6 times. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. How many total carrots does Miss Drake plant? 30 carrots. Now it says, letter D says, write a multiplication sentence to describe the array representing the total number of carrots. So in this case, they don't want to see the distributive property. They don't want to see that 5 broken up by 3 and 2. They want to know how many rows and how many in each row. So let's think. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 rows of 6, as we said. Oops, sorry guys, you couldn't see that. 5 rows of 6 equals 30 carrots. Our unit here is carrots. Awesome. Let's go ahead and flip over. Miss Drake picks 18 tomatoes for her garden. She puts 6 tomatoes in each bag. Draw Miss Drake's bags of tomatoes. All right, so how many? We're putting 6 tomatoes in each bag. So here's a bag. We don't know how many bags we have. So we need to just start with one bag and put 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are we to 18 yet? We're not to 18 yet. We only have 6. So let's add another bag of 6. 6 and 6 make 12. Are we to 18 yet? Not to 18 yet. Let's make another bag with 6. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm going to stop there because I've reached 18 tomatoes. All it said for letter A was draw Miss Drake's bag of tomatoes. I drew 3 bags of 6 tomatoes. Write a multiplication sentence that describes your drawing in part A. How many groups do I have? 3 groups, 3 bags of 6 tomatoes in each equals 18 tomatoes. Miss Drake plants 16 flowers in her garden. She plants them in 4 rows. Fill in the blanks below to make a true division sentence. What does the answer represent? Okay. She starts with 16 flowers. She puts them in 4 rows. Do we know how many are in each of those 4 rows? We don't. So we know the whole and we know the part. Our big number in division goes first. We have 16 flowers divided by 4 rows equals blank. I don't know about you, but I think I need to draw a picture for this. So I'm going to draw 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to keep adding to those rows until I get to 16. Right now I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Let's see. They told me 4 rows. How many are in each of those 4 rows? There's 4 flowers in each one of those 4 rows. So I know 16 flowers divided by 4 rows of flowers equals 4 flowers in each row. So it's asking you, what does the answer represent? What does this quotient, this answer represent? 16 flowers divided by 4 equal rows equals 4 flowers in each row. So I'm going to write 4 flowers in each row. 4 flowers in each row. Now it says Miss Drake adds 3 more identical, that means the same, rows of flowers to her 4 original rows. Draw an array to show how many flowers she has now. So she had 4. Let's redraw our first array. She had 4 rows of 4. And she's adding 3 more identical. That means same rows. So let's add 3 more rows. 1, 2, 3. Draw an array to show how many flowers she has now. Did we draw our array? Excuse me. Did we draw our array? We sure did. We started with her original 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was her original 4, and we added 3 more rows. Good. Oops. Now it says, Miss Drake figured out how many flowers she planted. Her work is shown in the box below. Would Miss Drake get the same result if she multiplied 7 times 4? Explain why or why not. So let's look at Miss Drake's work. She did 4 times 4 plus 3 times 4. She says that her answer to 4 times 4 was 16, and her answer to 3 times 4 was 12. Let's check. Does 4 times 4 equal 16? 4, 8, 12, 16. It sure does. And let's count by 3's 4 times. 3, 6, 9, 12. It sure does. Then she added 16 plus 12. Let's check her work. 16 plus 12. 6 and 2 make 8. 1 and 1 make 2. What she did here was she took this 4 and this 3, and she broke that number apart from getting her 7. So now, if we did 7 times 4, let's check that. They're asking, did she get 7 times 4? If she did 7 times 4, would she get the same answer? Use your posters. What is 7 times 4? I'll give you a hint. It's Miss Spencer's favorite number. Yep, it's 28. So, did she get the same answer? She sure did. She got the same answer because she used the distributive property. She broke apart that big factor into 2 smaller factors, 4 and 3. So what do I need to write here? She used the space distributive property. She used the distributive property. Awesome, boys and girls. I hope that this made sense. I hope that you understood this. If we need to replay this video, you may go ahead and do so. If you need to go back and pause in certain parts, that's great. I hope you're on your best behavior, and I will see you tomorrow for your math test. Bye, guys.